All right. StrongIsland.com. Justice, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. Cool. What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah, say hello to Miss Fallon. She's here. You're helping us out.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Fallon for holding it down. What's going on?
Yes.
Shout out to Goomba and LA, of course. How's everything going, guys?
We're having a good time. How is it over there? That's exciting.
Yeah, everything's good. It's just been like really busy, and you know, I'm exhausted. It's just been such a crazy week. So you know, I'm glad that I'm able to at least like call in and you know touch down with everybody, and you know definitely hold it down as much as I can. You know, with everything just getting all crazy and stuff right now, I'm busy and everything. But you know, it's we kind of knew it would come to this point where the music would kind of take a little bit, you know, be a little bit dominant and everything. But I'm always there for the buzz, absolutely.
Okay, cool. And with that being said, shout out to Howie Wood out on the West Coast, who's really been you know helping us out a little bit with that. So just want to shout.
Yeah, I got a whole. When I get back Wednesday, I'll be there. When I get back, I have like a list of shout outs that we got to go through. So.
All right, no doubt.
I've been like collecting them along the way. So.
All right, so listen. Right now, I have your picture up on the screen, Miss Fallon. Look how.
Let me see.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, that is awesome.
I don't even know which
new.
picture.
This is new to me. This is
All
exciting.
right, so it says via phone. It says Justice, and guess what picture I'm using right now? You're like would never expect it.
Do I get like a couple of guesses? Or?
No, you'll never guess. I'll just tell you. It's the one with you in the white snorkel, like the hoodie with the fur, doing the old gang sign.
Oh, get out of here! Really?
Yeah, I like that. I just threw
it's
that
good.
up there.
It's a good look.
It's cute.
Yeah, no, I know which one it is. Okay, that's what's up. That's cool.
I just grabbed
so
that.
What's going on tonight? You know, I got a topic that I'm bringing to the table, of course.
Okay, go for it.
So along my travels over the past week, get all like serious here. No, but you know, something kind of was. We caught it at like the end of what was going on, and like it actually was even more serious than what I had just caught with it. But it basically it came in on like where I heard this this whole thing that was going on. And it's like supposedly. Well, I'll just tell you first what the deal is, and then I'll tell you how serious it actually was. So somebody was saying basically it's okay for that it's in a man's nature to
See, I knew first of all, I knew this had something to do with a man because you were taking forever to get to the point. So
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
Now that we know it has something to do with a man, just let it out. Just don't hold back.
So it's in a man's nature to stray, okay? And eventually, whether we like it or not, it's in a man's nature in a relationship or in a marriage, whichever one you want to choose, to stray. And it's actually up to a woman to make sure that she makes things good enough and makes a home nice enough and makes everything good enough with her and everything so that he doesn't stray. So this is for me, of course, like I don't agree with this at all. I mean, anyone that knows me knows that this is some whack shit right here.
So
but then, okay, before we even we could start we could really get into the topic if we want. You know, if we want to, we'll fly with this. But then I find out that it was a priest that said this.
Okay.
So it's just crazy. So this guy, and I was trying to I've been kind of busy, so I haven't been able to actually find the whole thing that went on in LA. I don't know if you got a chance to, because I know I mentioned this to you earlier. I don't know if you got a chance to, but it was actually a priest that went and said this. So everyone's freaking out over this. And they're like, he's basically saying it's okay, adultery is okay. It's up to a woman to make sure this doesn't go down.
I have so much to say about this.
Hold on. Let's simplify this a little bit because this is getting a little complex. Let's just talk about. We
gotta dumb it down for the guys.
Let's dumb it down for the fellas out there. The first thing is the woman supposed to make everything, in other words, cater everything to her man so he never ever needs to stray anywhere because she will give him everything that he could ever want? Is that the right thing?
It's not. LA, I love how you sum that up because that's basically what it is.
Well, that's the first part, and just in general, you throw the priest, into there, and religion, and then we got on a whole different topic. Because,
that's just crazy. That's why I kind of kept that for last, just to throw that out there,
As far as the Catholic Church has been concerned, they've been holding down women since the beginning of the foundation of churches and all, with all the popes even way before that. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, I getting back to what we were talking, I don't think, if you're in love, you're never going to get everything. There's nothing that's perfect. There's never going to be that perfect woman. You're going to get every possibly thing that you need from, and those things you're going to have to learn to get from yourself. You can't expect to get everything from that woman. You each try to please each other and do the best you can, and you make a commitment, and you have to. You get to that point where, okay, this is the best person for me. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that person happy, and if you both do that, that's when you have a successful marriage. But it's never going to be perfect. There's no perfect woman, there's no perfect man, and there's no perfect marriage.
But you know what? This is what I want to say right now, too. You have to, first of all, you got to respect one another, okay? That I cannot stand. I have no tolerance for a guy that is gonna do some shit like that. Like, that is, to me, that is the scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you're with somebody, and first of all, all right, I'm not a stupid girl. No, nothing's gonna fly past me without me knowing some shit, and I'm not gonna be with an individual that's gonna do some shit like that. But that's if you're in a situation where, and we've been on topics before, and I'll always say this: if you're in a situation where you're committed to each other and it's not an open relationship, then I don't give a shit what that woman's doing and what she's not doing. There's a line there. You respect each other, and no, you're not going to stray somewhere, and that's going to be okay. And that's just the end of it right there. There's no, I mean, that's at least my opinion. Someone would be like, well, I forgive him if he does this, but forget all that shit.
No, because once you stray and you cross that line, the respect is either gone or it's just going to take an incredible amount of time.
The respect, the trust, all that is gone.
It's gone.
I think that no matter what, even we can do all we can do as women, and men, if they want to cheat and they have that in them to cheat, they're going to cheat regardless, whether you're perfect or not, whether you have a porn star body, whether you cook the greatest and everything. If they're going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you regardless.
Oh, she's so right. Yes, mm-hmm. You are so right about that, because there is that certain type of guy that's going to do that shit.
Right, and I want to just say that it's not only men, it's also females.
Yeah, especially
and
now.
It's growing that females are cheating on men, and now it's to the point where no one even wants to be in a relationship because they're constantly... Everyone is cheating on everyone. I mean, I constantly see it all the time. There's very few friends that I have that are in long-term relationships where none of them has cheated, that they know of. And it's a scary thing. And I think that it's even grosser that women do it. And, I hear and I ask them, well, why did you cheat on him? Oh, well, I want to do it before it gets done to me. And they deserve it. And da-da-da-da. You hear 1,000,001 excuses. And there is none. You're obviously not ready for a relationship. And if you feel like you're getting to the point where you could cheat on someone, or you have that want, or your eyes are wandering, leave. Why are you going to stay there? Obviously, you're not complete where you're at. So leave and go find what makes you complete and happy.
And you know what?
It becomes
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Ellie, go ahead. No, well, I'm saying, it's I don't get into relationships. I'll be straight up. And a lot of people nowadays are kind of thinking it's just so much easier when you're just dealing with, just dealing with yourself. And you can go out and do your thing. But when it comes to a relationship, unless I find somebody where I know that, and I've said this before too, that I'm on the same page with this person, and I feel there's partnerships, there's relationships, there's all different kinds of relationships you can be in with somebody. But as far as, I just find that just being single is shit. I have nobody to answer to. I have nothing to worry about. I don't have to worry about shit. And then eventually, if someone comes along where maybe I'll know, I'll be like, wow, this individual's on my level, and you know what, we're like that, then maybe it's going to happen. But I'm not going to sit here and go into a relationship. I have some people I know that just go in and out of relationships. There'd be 3, 4 relationships in a year. It's what are you doing? Why are you wasting all of this energy on somebody that, and you just keep going through the same problems over and over again?
Because nobody has old school values anymore. I really feel like nobody values relationships and friendships and themselves or their morals at all. They just want to go out and get drunk and do whatever they want to do, and people lost that somewhere along the way. I think that's just...
You know what it is? I say it all the time. It's I tell people this all the time. It's like years ago, before all this social media and the Facebook, like you went about your daily business, and you maybe saw one absolutely beautiful girl on the course of your day. Okay, but now with Facebook, you turn on your computer and I mean there's beautiful girls everywhere. And it's gotten to the point where it's so much. There's so many. It's so tempting. There's so much. It's so in our face. All this sex and everything, and we're just never satisfied. We're not satisfied with what we used to be.
They
satisfied
want instant
with.
gratification, is what it is, because we're so used to it.
And like you said before, two things is some of the most beautiful girls, like with porn star bodies and all that shit. Men still cheat on her, and vice versa, because people just they're expecting to get everything they could possibly want out of that one person. You have to understand that you're not going to get everything. Nobody's perfect. I mean, up to a certain extent. And the other thing is Fallon was saying is you have to be ready. When you're ready.
That's what I was going to add to. It takes two very mature, and confident, and people to actually be able, you need to be very content and happy and know yourself and whole with yourself in order to be involved with another individual, and then that other individual needs to be on that same level, and that's what I'm talking about. I know myself, you know what I'm saying? I know who I am. I'm confident. I have self-esteem. I don't have to lean on anybody else or anything like that to get anything that I need. I have it all right here. So the person that I'm dealing with needs to be on that level, and then if you come together, then you're unstoppable. There's nothing you have to worry about.
Because the other person shouldn't have to complete you. They should enhance you. You shouldn't be incomplete without that other half. You know what I'm saying? That other half comes along and they make you even better than you are. But you're still complete. You should still be complete. Before that. That's a problem today too, though. Some people. I don't know. But regarding the other thing that we were talking about with the priest saying this,
we didn't even address that yet. That's a whole nother can of worms.
We got a couple minutes left, so if you want to just get into that real quick. But yeah, that's just even more crazy.
Well, they're saying they were, I heard a little bit more that it was they were trying to of course they're trying to defend him. They were saying well, it was misinterpreted. It was a misunderstanding, because he was actually saying. And I kind of was back and forth. Don't get me wrong. I don't like it all what was said about it's a woman's job. Blah blah blah. I don't like that. But I'm saying, as far as him making the statement, which is what everybody got mad at, was him saying that it's in a man's nature nowadays, whether you like it or not. It's in a man's nature to stray. Let's just put aside what we just said about being whole people and being mature and this and that and not doing it. I really I don't know, because they're saying, he's saying that basically adultery is okay in a way. I don't completely agree with, I didn't take it really that way. When I found out it was a priest that said that, I kind of felt like he was saying, well, nowadays this is happening. I didn't take it as he was saying it was okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it doesn't.
You would have to know the whole story and really hear to really get the whole, the whole thing with that.
It doesn't surprise me that a priest said that, because if you go back in time, if Goba says that priests are horny.
True.
Well, you know what? They shouldn't have priests not be able to. Priests should be able to have sex, man. Let them have sex. Jesus.
Well,
yeah, then we would put all these little boys in harm's way.
To himself too, that's what they were questioning,
Yeah.
My point is, as far as the Catholic Church is when, if you look at the Bible, if you look in the very beginning of the book of Genesis, it says that. God,
you got me
listen, seriously,
right
God created.
Here we go.
Listen, I'm telling you the truth here. I know my shit. It says the first line in the Bible. It says God created man and woman from the earth, and then all of a sudden, in the next section, it says God created man and then created woman from man. And if you, there's actually texts that go back there. They're ancient scrolls. Before, that's unexplained, but before there was Eve, there was Lilith. And basically, when God created man and woman from the earth, he created Adam and Lilith from the earth. And Lilith did not want to obey him. So what he made, basically they redid it, and Lilith went off, and God created Eve from Adam's rib. So Eve was created from Adam, and that's what the Bible takes it from there. And there's a lot of texts that were from, like, the Gospel according to Mary. And just to get real quick, but a lot of Catholic Church has withheld a lot of writings from women, and they've held a lot of women low in the church in power.
That pisses me off so much. I'm sorry. That is just wrong. That was not God's intention. Listen, I believe in God. I am not one that follows any certain, I believe in God. We'll just keep it as that. But I'll tell you right now that God does not intend, and that gets me so angry with shit like that. How they would kind of belittle women just because of that. That's just ridiculous. No. That's on some power trip type shit right there.
I agree 100%. But basically, it comes down to men being threatened of women, and that's why the men in the church always wanted to hold down the woman to a certain extent.
Right.
So, unfortunately, it's been like that since the beginning of time. But
yep.
Got to break those
keep
chains,
your peen
man.
In your
you got to break
pants
the chains.
And keep your vagina in your panties. That's all. That's all it really boils down to. Just cut it out. It's gross.
The women have all the power now with the coochie, man.
Yeah, power the pig.
It's it's unbelievable. You guys can do anything with that thing.
Rule the world.
All right, so Justice, listen, thank you so much. We appreciate you calling.
Thank you.
We're gonna let Goomba, play out a little bit.
No doubt. Yeah, shout out to everybody, and I'll be back over there a couple of days, and then Wednesday I'll be there, and we'll get it in like we always do. So you guys have a good rest of the evening. I'm gonna get back to what I was doing over here. I'm working on a couple of things, and that's pretty much it.
All right, cool. So we'll see you next Wednesday. And
yep.
Thank you for calling in. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Justice.
All right. No problem. Thanks, guys. Peace.
All right, bye-bye. All right, cool.
That was interesting.
That was fun.
That took a turn that I didn't think it was going to go to, but it was good.
Yeah.
LA, you were so funny.
Nice. All right, so Goomba, you ready, man?
Word, I'm ready.
All right, so listen, just so everybody knows, I am wearing a Strong Island Clothing Company No Sync shirt because me and Goomba don't fuck with the sync button. You know what I'm saying?
No. I was
Goomba,
telling LA.
hates the
Actually,
sync button.
where I was DJing with Fallon was hosting, there was a young kid and he was killing it. And I'm looking at my boy Ant and I'm like, I'm really admiring the sounds at first. And so I go to check the kid out and I see he's got some funky program on his computer. I wasn't hating, so I'm trying to really learn what he's doing because it was crazy. Everything he was doing was insanely on point, no matter what he was doing. And then I saw him touching the button kind of off beat. So I was like, how is it going in crazy like that? He's like, no, the computer it matches the beat for you. You don't have to do anything. You just touch a button. So I'm like, so what are you doing?
Hitting buttons.
That's it. You're pushing buttons. Yeah.
There you go.
Goomba, hence the term push button DJ.
Yeah,
that's what they talk about now.
It annoys a lot of DJs that do work and did the homework for years and learn how to match beats and cuts and all that and got some 17-year-old kid. The crowd doesn't know any better,
Well, I was just about to say that the average person does not understand what's going on anyway. So. But it is what it is, man. You can get the shirt, shop.strongisland.com. You can get a lot of Strong Island, Long Island, New York, Brooklyn stuff, Queens stuff. That's how we do strongisland.com.
And they're hot. They're all hot.
They're hot, man.
I love them.
Man. We don't play games, man. Step up your T-shirt game. Strongisland.com. That's what it's up.
Word.
All right, Goomba, do your thing.
Keep it locked. You're in the mix with DJ Goomba. Reppin' for the mighty rebels. Yeah, son.
The rebels.